The next two Pathfinder tools that we want to examine are called Intersect and Exclude. I've made some graphics just to save us some time here. The first one, Intersect, is very easy to understand. You have two objects and two objects only, and where they intersect or overlap will be the final shape. The stroke and fill of the final shape are always controlled by the topmost object. So over here for our first demo, I have a square and I have a star. And if I select both of them and click the intersect button right here, as you can see, the only thing remaining is where they overlapped each other. Kind of like the corner points on photographs you put in the old photo albums, I suppose. Might be an easy way to make one. Down here, I have a white rectangle with a yellow circle. I select them both. We do the same thing, but watch what happens. Well, the yellow circle never overlapped the white rectangle. We might as well have just erased the white rectangle. We got the same thing. There is nothing underneath it. So let's undo that. At least do this. Let's move it over just a little bit. Something like that. If we do that now, you will see the intersection, the overlapping, is where the object remains. The next one's called Exclude. I've got some text. The problem is it doesn't work with text. It needs to be an object. So we're going to select that text, and we're going to go up to the word type and go down to, guess what? Create outlines. Now select this, the oval in the background, and do an exclude, the last of our top shape mode buttons. This one's kind of cool. Where the objects overlapped, it cut a hole through. That's a hole through the background. But where they extended out around the oval, it stayed. The fill and the stroke are controlled by the topmost object. The topmost object, the words BioShield, were red with a black stroke. That's exclude. I've got one more down here. It's a little bit more complex. We've got a red circle, a yellow star, and we've got two other circles. Let me undo and put those back together. Select them all. Now watch what happens when I do an exclude. Kind of cool. These are all blank areas in here and here. Let me undo that to explain a little bit what's going on. The red one is on the bottom and the yellow one is overlapping it. Wherever they overlap, just like here, it cuts it out. That's why this area was transparent. That's why these stayed, because they were outside the range of the circle. So then you get to the inner one, the black one. But there is nothing for it to interact with because this one's already been clipped out, so it remains, it stays. Then the blue one comes into play, and it's got the black one behind it, and so it can clip out. Again, let's look at that. You can make this as complicated as you want and do some pretty cool, almost like lace doily kind of effects if you get the right graphics. So intersect and exclude round off the top row, shape modes. Remember the one big difference between shape mode tools is you do have the ability to create a compound path and undo it.